This is Mark and Charity's Coffee Podcast.
I am so sorry I'm late.
Why? Why are you late?
I was literally going through my desk trying to eat all of the leftover holiday candy that I have amassed. Because it's got to go because it's New Year's Eve. It can't be here.
Is that your superstition that all of it needs to be gone before you start off a brand new year?
I think superstition's a bit of a heavy word.
Your feeling?
But I think it's a good life lesson. Let's just eat it all before you flip the calendar. This was 2021 candy. Snacks, cookies.
Start afresh. Start
Right.
anew.
Yeah.
Clean slate.
And if
Flip
the
the
New Year's
calendar.
resolution is something healthy, well, eat it now because that doesn't count.
That's true. And a lot of people do that. They cram it all in today.
We'll kind of
Because
do
tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll kind of do that like an AMA, like an Ask
Okay.
Me Anything up at
Yes,
the end of the podcast.
we'll do that.
Mark and Charity Coffee Podcast. Mark Philbin, Charity Brown from 95.5 Hits FM here in Belleville, Ontario, Canada. Part of our Quinte region includes the great city of Quinte West.
And this morning we wanted to talk to the mayor of Quinte West and get his feelings. Allow him, because things are different this year, allow him a platform to wish everyone a happy new year.
Yeah, good morning. How
Hi.
you doing?
We're good. How are you?
Good morning.
Every day is good for me, you know that.
He's great.
Yeah.
Quinte West Mayor Jim Harrison this New Year's Eve. Without there being a levy, we thought we'd give you the airtime to wish everybody all the best and look back on the year that was. What's going on? What's going on in Quinte West? A good year?
Yeah, we're going to have a fantastic year. You and I both know we live in the best part of the world.
Yep.
Absolutely.
We've got great people here who support each other, work hard, and we've got everything we need. Just love and kindness will shine in 22.
As we wrap up the year, Mayor, what highlights from this past year, what positive things have come out of 2021?
Well, I really think the fact that we have come together and we work hard together, and the Bay of Quinte region is a fine example of how all of us realize there are people who need help, and we've continued to try to improve lives and help people and work together. Our hospitals, all the frontline workers. There are just so many things, and I'm proud to be a mayor of a military city, the biggest and the best in the world right here.
Yeah, now there's an election year coming up. Are you still going to want to be our mayor and getting a phone call from us in about a year?
Well, it's I'm hoping to. I'll do my best. Yeah.
So what are some of the things then that you were thinking about 3 years ago that you hope to accomplish before the next election with about 9 or 10 months to go? What do you want to see going forward?
Well, we just finally opened a new police station, and that's only taken us 20 years. We started back in 2000, and we finally have it completed, open, and working fantastic. We've added features to it. Mental health and addiction is still at the top of the list. We've got so many people, unfortunately, that have issues that need a little bit of help, and it's very difficult to find help. Mm-hmm. That's the tough part. But that's been great for us. We had a new fire hall. We've done a lot of road work, a lot of shoreline work, and new docks, and we're adding another set this year down by our arena. The marina's going well. We've got to do some improvements to break walls, and that's on the list for 2022. So just general growth. Our water and wastewater had to be improved so that we can expand and build houses. Housing is, as we all know, in short supply, and we need people to come here to work, and we need places for people to live.
Absolutely. Now, how will you be spending your New Year's this evening, Mayor?
Yeah.
What big plans?
Well, you're up pretty early, like it's midnight,
Yeah.
a tall task.
Yeah, you're right. It is. I mean, I'll be likely in bed early and up early, same as always.
Yeah,
so,
Mrs. Harrison will wake you up at about 11:30.
Yeah. Yeah, she's right here with me right now.
Hello.
So life is good. Life is good.
Well, we want to wish you and your family all the best. Thank you for your great service. And as we move into 2022, a final thought. Since you can't have the levy, what would you like to say to the great citizens of the area to wish them all the best?
Let's just make your, year 22 the best that you can do to make it happy, joy, kindness, love for your family and all your friends, and we will win.
Couldn't have said it better.
Have a good one. Thanks for calling.
Hey, our pleasure. Let's get back to work.
Okay.
Lots to do today.
Lots to do. Oh my gosh, did I just tell the mayor to get back to work?
You totally did.
Sometimes I
it's
don't
not like
even
he doesn't
think.
have enough to do, Mark. Now you're telling him what to do.
Good thing he's a good guy.
Mayor Jim Harrison is a great guy.
He's a great guy.
A lot of fun to talk to.
Fun guy. He's perfect. It's almost like he's just perfect for Quinte West Trenton. He's like the guy.
Yep.
Yep. We all just feel good now that he's out there working on the
Always feel better
infrastructure.
talking to Mayor Harrison.
Yeah.
Like, you do. You feel good talking to
Mayor
him.
Panchak here in Belleville, also,
Yes.
doing a good job. We have great mayors
Absolutely.
in the area, but there's just something about Jim. He's out in the barn, down to earth.
Yep.
As he says, we live in a great area. Everything's going to be fine. I think in 2022, my New Year's resolution is to surround myself with people who keep talking like that.
Yes.
Maybe that would be a good thing.
Well, and to better your chances, too, we touched on this yesterday, the superstitions that we do carry into New Year's. And some of them I can understand.
Few of them, we didn't use
some of them
on
I
here.
question.
Why do we kiss at midnight? That's a
I was curious
superstition.
about that one.
I would have thought of that as a tradition, but it's bad if you don't. Because we kiss those dearest to us at midnight, not only to share celebration, but to ensure that those affections and ties continue over the next 12 months. No kissy face at midnight. Bad 2022.
In your relationship.
In your relationship.
It'll be a cold year.
And you know what? It's probably true. You can almost bet on that.
Well, and it was funny because you did make the comment yesterday, make sure that it's your significant other, because
Yes.
if it's anyone else, that
Yeah.
could lead to some
Yeah.
awkwardness and coldness throughout the year too, which makes sense.
Yeah, it's not just
Makes
kissing
sense.
anybody,
No.
to sort of
You have to kiss
give
the
you a
person
better
you came with.
chance. That's right. Dance with the one that brung you. Also, stock up. So you have today to do it because the new year must not be seen in with bare cupboards. And if you've got wallets in the house, all should have money, which is crazy because who's got money anymore?
Oh,
We
I
got
never carry
plastic.
money.
That's right.
I'm awful for that.
Go to the bank, put a 20 in your wallet. Because apparently, according to superstition, if you don't have money in wallets,
It won't
bad
be
financial news throughout the entire year. And it'll be all your fault. It's called first
No pressure.
footing. The first person to enter your home after the stroke of midnight will influence the year you're about to have.
Huh. So I better make sure I'm the first one through the door.
Yeah, then you're in charge. You're the one that's going to influence everything that goes
Okay,
on
good to know.
in
Good
your
to know.
household. And don't use a key or anything. Knock and be let in.
Oh, what
That's a
if
thing.
they don't let me in?
Yeah. Then again, no kiss at midnight.
See, it all comes together.
Don't do laundry on New Year's Day, lest a member of your family be washed.
I didn't like that
away.
one.
Yeah. And then don't break things.
I try not to do that daily, but
don't
okay.
break things. So
I'll try extra
some of
hard
the
use there.
superstitions that
Well,
we have.
and there was another one on there. We didn't really talk about it on the air, but I thought it was interesting because I've heard it before and I kind of like it. But it's letting the old year out.
Okay.
And when I said that, your first reaction was what? You yell at it. It's not a vocal thing.
Okay.
What it is, you open your doors and windows. You open all the doors and windows in your home,
At
or all the ones
midnight
you can,
tonight.
just before midnight, like
Okay.
11:59.
Okay.
So the old year can exit
Get out.
unimpeded.
Right.
There's nothing in its way. There's no reason for it to hang around. Get out.
Get out of here, 2021.
And then at midnight, the new year comes in. And then
Okay.
you close everything up.
And then you close it all up.
Yes.
It's not going to be
And
super cold
I
tonight.
No, I kind of like, I don't know. I just kind of like that. I think, yeah, after this year,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
anything to help. But just that freshness, that start again, that clean slate again. Let's just do it right. We'll just clean it all out. And you even mentioned getting a broom out, perhaps even sweep it out, give it a hand, and then close it all back in. Welcome 2022 and close it all up.
It's funny because I really thought you meant like go in the backyard and just
And
start
just yell,
yelling.
which
like,
I might.
Cleanse.
Who knows?
We would frighten neighbors. You don't have a lot of neighbors. Do you have neighbors close enough that
Yes,
would hear
we do.
you?
Yes,
Where
yeah.
you are? Way out
But
off
they're
the
used to
grid?
that kind of.
Okay.
They're used to that.
She doing it because it's New
just
Year's?
yeah, it's just them. They're fine.
Well, she's a mom of boys, so sometimes just got to go
There
out.
is some yelling sometimes.
No, I mean, he's got to like get it out.
Yeah,
Tension.
exactly.
So happy New Year tonight, everybody. If you're like most Canadians, you're pretty optimistic going into 2022.
Good.
In a word,
Good.
optimism.
I love it.
41% of Canadians plan to make a New Year's resolution about finances. Half of them say it's not about saving more money. It's about getting rid of debt.
That's a big one.
They want to have less debt 12 months from now entering 2023 than they are entering
Oh, don't we
2022.
all? Absolutely.
And here's hoping that you can do that. Here's hoping. In addition to setting the goals, 48% of us are looking to prioritize our physical health. 37% went as far as to say, no, I'm not worried about physical so much as mental and emotional well-being.
And that makes me feel really good when I hear that, because it's become one of the good things that have come out of this time has been the spotlight that has been shone on mental health and how important it is. So it's great that 37% feel that, no, that's what I'm going to focus on, because it's so important. Not just the physical, of course, but the mental, just as important to keep healthy.
I hope that people have a plan for that, because often, when you do physical well-being, okay, I'm going to diet, so I'm going to give up this. I mean, you can Google things on how to be healthier physically. It's tough to do mental health on your own. You can decide that I'm going to get rid of toxic people in my life and try and find new people. Easier said than done. If you're related to some of the toxic people,
but
it's a harder thing to do.
Help out there.
Yeah, but
it is out there. It might take a little bit. Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I mean. I hope people have a plan and not just hope that my mental health gets better. That's one of those things you can't hope to make better.
It can be related to physical too. I hope I do better. Well, no, there are ways to do it. And the same can be said for mental health. There are ways out there, and don't be afraid to look. Don't be afraid to reach out. And again, I think that is kind of disappearing. The stigma, of course, is still there, but it's not as strong as it was.
I know what you mean. Yeah. One of the things I saw too, if one of your New Year's resolutions talking about mental health, we talked about don't make a resolution, make intentions. Like I'm going to
be
do
specific.
these. Yeah, I'm going to.
Yep.
So we always talk about jigsaw puzzles. So it's like, okay, if part of it is I want to have more fun this year. Okay, well, that's not good enough. So in January, my fun is going to be I'm going to do a jigsaw puzzle. And my intention today is I'm going to go buy it. So because I don't have one in my house. Let's just say you don't have it. So I just hope to have more fun. Well, who does that? But if you say, okay, no, today, before I come home, I'm going to go buy my jigsaw puzzle today. Then you look forward to today because you know you took a small step, and then, okay, I'm gonna start doing it Saturday. But again, you just start to make these intentions in your mind, and you'll find that you'll hit these resolutions. And as you enjoy it, mental health feels better. Then you've hit your resolution of having fun. But just saying willy-nilly, I hope I have more fun, probably isn't
that
going to do
really
anything.
is the secret, isn't it? When you make a resolution or even set a goal for yourself, be specific.
Yeah.
What you want to do, how you want to do it. And even I hate deadlines, but a goal of some sort by a certain point isn't a bad thing.
Yeah.
Like you said, today I'm going to go and do this. So by the end of the month, I'll have it done. Like that's not a bad goal to set for yourself.
Whether it's physical or emotional well-being, every expert on the topic says that measurable results. And measurable results often mean deadlines. Like, if I want to lose weight, okay, well, how much this month?
But make it a realistic
Yeah.
deadline, I guess, is more my point. Don't set yourself up to fail. Be realistic about it.
Yep.
Really think about it and say, okay, when could I have this done if I did this first? And then go from
Even
there.
if you say with your spouse, we're going to have one date night a month. Okay, on February 1st, what nights are going to be this month? Put it on the calendar.
Oh, yeah.
In
Or set
March,
it. Every
put it
third
on.
Thursday,
Yeah.
third Thursday of the month
Never
is
gets
ours.
broken.
We're never going to,
That's the intention again.
Yeah.
That gets back to the intentionality of it. Then you begin to look forward to it. And then in February, you can decide what the date is. In March, I'll decide, and then it's going to be dinner and a movie, or it's going to be, something
and it's
pandemic.
amazing how
Yeah.
from that, the optimism
Yeah.
can grow and the happiness can grow out of that. And that is the secret. No question.
And we're only people on podcasts and radio. We're not even experts. But when we talk about mental health, the interesting thing too is that the demographic most interested in improving their mental health in 2022 are the younger people, millennials, 18 to 34. 60% of them said of all of the things they want to do better, it's enjoy greater mental health in 2022. 35 to 54-year-old, that's you, Charity. 50% said that.
Okay.
And then over the age of 55, those of us around we dinosaurs, 39%.
And that intrigued me too.
Yeah.
Because you said that surprised you, that it was the younger demographic that wanted to focus more on mental health, not the older demographic, which many of us, I think, believe would have a harder time with this time of pandemic, with their mental health, with everything that's happened. But when you said that, I thought, well, maybe it's because of the opposite. I think the older generation are better apt to cope with what's going on, in the sense that the younger generation are so busy. Like you speak to a younger person, and it's funny to say a younger person, but it's like, well, I got to go here and I got to go do this, and we have to have this, and we have to go here, and the kids need to have this schedule, and I need to have this schedule. And it's just, it mind boggles. And I can admit as well, it wasn't until the last 2 years, really, I did slow down. And it's only now that I'm realizing, okay, it's
because
okay
you had
just
to?
because I had to.
Okay.
Yeah. And now it's kind of that, it's almost like a calmness. It's like, I can breathe again and be like, okay, I'm okay with slowing down. I'm okay. We don't have to just go. We don't have to do this. We don't have to have this. We don't have to go here. It's slowing down and realizing that, okay, take a breath and look around you and see what needs to be done, and let's just do it. And I think younger people, because they're always on the go, and there's different factors for that.
Yep.
It's hard to make that transition sometimes. So I think the older generation, they haven't grown up or been exposed to or been part of that go all the time as much or as long.
I also didn't have to grow up with social media
Exactly.
pressures.
Yes.
With,
technology is
it's
as good as it is, it's also it can be bad.
I mean, here we are on a podcast saying, be careful about how much social media use you use. I mean, so many experts on that front say you want to enjoy better mental health. Let's start with limiting the amount of time.
Yes.
You worry about what people think about your Instagram photos.
Exactly. And it comes back to that, well, we have to go do this, and we have to do that, and we have to go here, and why aren't we doing this? And look at this. And you get bombarded by it, and it is overwhelming.
Yeah. So good luck in 2022, everybody.
On that note,
we're with you. So before we go, I suppose our AMA is probably, I know it's going to be what our New Year's resolutions are, and I'm terrible because I don't really think I have one, and if I do, it's this willy-nilly sense.
Be specific.
I know. I was going to say of just surviving, but I don't mean it that way. I think I don't want to be overwhelmed.
Yeah.
I think when I say I want to survive it, I don't want to be a victim of everything that's going on. I want to be able to come out of it strong, ready to go, unchanged. Like I don't want to become a more angrier person like you see, right? Or a more grizzled sort of individual. Cynical, thank you. That's the word I'm looking for. Is, for the most part, as much as I'm grumpy, I think I'm relatively optimistic and observant, and I don't want to become, more internalized, I guess. But how do I do that? I don't know. I guess when things happen, I just got to make that intention to not let it bug me as much, because I know it sure has the last few months. I know it has. Kath and I have talked about it at home. Just the way I see things. Yeah, I get
and it
that.
Happens.
But you and I, we can't suffer in silence. And I don't mean that from a mental health point of view. Like when we're overwhelmed, we got to put that on a shelf and go to work. Not everybody gets a chance to do that. So I don't know if that's either sharing more or just, letting it out more or, just being more honest about it. But Kath and I have decided we're going to be more honest about the way we feel through this stuff. If you're having a bad day, tell me. You just don't have to suck it up anymore.
Well, and that can tie into your mental health too, Mark.
Yeah,
as
for
we
sure.
were just saying.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Just being more aware and getting it out there for sure.
Yeah. What about you? What do you think?
What about me? I don't usually do resolutions.
Yeah. All right, well, good.
I really
played
don't.
my heart bare and you're done.
Yeah, no. But everything I'd say we've talked about, I hope for 2022. I do want to enter it with optimism. I do want to enter it as though it is going to be better than this year. Mm-hmm. But that calmness and that ability to be more aware and just present, I hope for. Yeah, survive is a good way to do it.
It's a tough word to use.
It's a tough, but yeah, to survive I do want to concentrate on my health physically and mentally. I want to make sure, as you said, to continue on and not become jaded or more cynical with everything going around. I want to be happier.
Yep.
So to do that, creating a way. And again, I need to be more specific. So clearly I need to sit down and come up with a plan this afternoon before 12 hits. But yeah, focus on being active, staying active and working on my physical health, but also mental health as well. And that is key. So finding a way to do that in 2022 and maintain that, not only for myself, but for my kids too.
Yeah.
And just be there.
Here's hoping, my wish for all of us in society is we just calm down.
Oh my gosh, yes. If we can just calm down.
As we say, lower the temperature. I guess there are, segments of the population are just not going to get along anymore, or at least not for a long time. And you and I are never going to solve that. But for the rest of us who aren't caught up in it, let's just bring the temperature down a little bit.
Well, yeah. And I keep hearing
let's not make a fight about everything.
Mm-hmm. And I keep hearing how tired everybody is or how tired people are with this and that. And I think that really is what it is. Everybody's just tired. So let's find a way to rest up and kick ourselves in the butt and get going again and try not to be so tired in 2022.
And let's make it a good year. Happy New Year, okay?
Happy New Year to you.
Podcast is going to be back again on Tuesday, January the 4th of 2022. We wish you all the best. Thanks for everything you've done with us throughout 2021. Mark and Charity Coffee Podcast on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and right here off of our social media sites with Mark and Charity Mornings on 95.5 Hits FM. Happy New Year.